Last of Us Easter eggs.
This is my laundry detergent. Pro Code detergent sheets are genius. The stains come out like magic. And I'm just like, thank you, bro. Thank you for getting rid of plastic.
Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul. In this video we're breaking down episode 8 of The Last of Us. This is the one I've been waiting for, and David in the game is one of the most memorable characters that you come across when playing. Voiced by Nolan North, he started off as an apparent ally, but as you began to learn more about him, you start to see his more sinister side. Though bloaters, clickers and the infected were terrifying, I think one of the scariest things for me was playing as Ellie and moving about the restaurant as he walked around wielding a machete. Normally, boss characters in games are gigantic monsters or highly skilled characters. There was just something so unnerving about a creepy 50-year-old cannibal walking around looking for you. Now, as is with all Last of Us episodes, the fact that we aren't playing the game means that they can show things from the perspective of others. In the PlayStation counterpart, you are locked to the POV of Joel and Ellie, whereas here we can see more of David's backstory. That's how we begin as well, and we open by looking over his town, which is called Silver Lake in both the show and game. We discover David has taken it upon himself to become a holy man, and over the top of this, we hear him narrating Revelation 21. His opening line discusses the new heaven and new earth, and this very much reflects the new world that they found themselves in the midst of. The verses in this chapter talk about how there'll be no need for a physical temple in this new world because God's presence will be everywhere. We then jump to see him hitched up in Todd's steakhouse to watch him delivering a sermon. Todd's restaurant was what it was called in the game, and it's been transformed into a makeshift church. We see how people have tried to find reason in what's happened to the world, and you can totally understand why some would turn to religion. I didn't want to spoil this episode all the way back in the
Well, don't spoil it for us, Paul.
Possible that Mrs. Adler could have foreshadowed people going like this. Now, religion, beyond things spiritually, also acts as a way to explain things. For example, thousands of years ago, people didn't understand how the world was formed, but religions gave us answers.
Spaghetti for lunch today, guys.
Most people flocked towards them because science hadn't given alternatives. I'm trying to explain this as best as possible as I can without offending people, but basically, what I'm trying to say is that in this once more stripped back world, I can see why people would end up becoming religious. A lot of people don't have the scientific tools to answer things, and those preachers could provide the answers and comfort those that feel lost. Now, Revelations is about the end of the world, and thus it's easy to see why so many people return to this in David after the world had ended. It hasn't been all sunshine and rainbows, though, and due to the winters, David has had to resort to cannibalism in order to keep people alive. We see a sign hanging up saying, "When we are in need, he shall provide," and this is playing on Philippians 4:19, which states, "God will provide for people." This sign is also pulled over to the game, and when Ellie finds David in the restaurant, we can actually see this sign hanging up at the back of the room. Now, he's had to cross a line in order to provide, but David's hidden this from the people, whereas in the game, I always kind of got the impression
Why the
that
fuck
the townsfolk
would David hide that shit from
Now,
people?
you might be wondering why they don't just move somewhere warm. Well, the fact is that people here feel safe, and they very much control their society. They're not oppressed by Federer.
It seemed like a very controlling society in which this man operated.
Met David.
Like, nobody wanted to speak against him. This man was the only voice, you know.
We also discovered that every time they bunkered down, the raiders eventually showed up, and thus they had to find somewhere that wasn't too appealing to others. So Salt Lake is probably the best place to be, though the cruel winters have meant that food becomes scarce. Now, interesting little tidbit for you, mate. Did you know that Vikings called it Iceland because it would put invaders off from going there? They called Greenland that because it was covered in ice, and thus when invaders arrived there, they'd be like,
I'm just gonna go with the fact that he's slow.
Anyway, he goes to comfort a young girl there by saying that after pain, God will make it so there's no more sorrow.
Oh,
this girl has just lost her father, and that they want to bury him, but the ground is too cold. David calls himself her father, and it's very much a perverted version of the daddy relationship that Joel has with Ellie. Whereas Joel will do anything to protect Ellie, David smacks her in front of people, and they're very much surrogate fathers at opposite ends of the scale. Anyway,
I'm getting the word.
I'm getting the word.
Nonce.
Yes, David is one of them, and I think that's what made the character in the game so creepy. I think this is obviously commenting on controversies surrounding the church, and going to be difficult not to offend people, but it's definitely an important thing to address. The entire holy man thing with David is something that wasn't present in the game, and I think it adds a whole new dimension to him when he's this creepy religious figure that eats people and preys on children. At this point, we're going to cut him his right hand man, James, and in case you don't recognize him, that's Troy Baker. He actually played all of the game, and Baker gave this seminal performance that I think actually helped out with a lot of the success of The Last of Us. He's a very beloved voice actor.
Is that Buda Baker's brother from the Arizona Cardinals?
I have to say that I think he completely knocked it out of the park.
Y'all remember Buda Baker?
The show, we've had
the guy that got chased down by DK?
Series. Tommy's popped up as Perry, and now Baker is playing James. All that's left is Ellie's Ashley Johnson, so I can imagine that she'll be popping up next to the finale. There are rumors about
Ashley Johnson. Hell nah, they ain't gonna do that.
Should change the name to.
I doubt they would do that shit.
Mate, like the video. Anyway, Baker actually looks a lot like Joel does in the game, and as much as I love Pedro, I wouldn't have minded him playing him in live action too. Look, I'm not trying to offend people again, and outside we hear how dire of a situation they're in when it comes to rations. In the game, we never saw this side of things, and after Joel fell off his horse at the university, he cut to Ellie hunting. And whilst you were doing this, you noticed a bark that you then shot an arrow in. This didn't kill it, and thus you tracked it through the environment, trying to take it out for food. It fled to an abandoned factory, which is when you found it dead.
I gotta play that game, huh? I gotta download The Last of Us or what?
Now here we see the other side of it, with James and David talking about how some of their spotters saw a deer the other day. You see how their paths now cross from both sides, and also explore the doubt within James. He's clearly wrestling with the fact that they're crossing the line in order to keep going, and adds a lot of complexity to the character that wasn't originally there. He's pretty much just an NPC with a couple of lines, but he fleshes them out so we get much more.
An NPC, a non-playable character, or an NPC?
Who were a group of American pioneers that migrated to California from the Midwest. They got stuck in a snowy mountain range for a while and had to resort to cannibalism like what we see here.
Stupid!
James is starting to doubt whether this is God's way.
And this car's gonna come in. Stupid!
In the game, when Joel ambushes the town, you overhear some saying that David's leadership should be put to a vote again. So this sentiment was clearly felt amongst some of the other inhabitants.
Oh, the Chevrolet over there trying to go around me and whatnot.
The kids here, but you did hear a woman saying that they were moving the children to a shelter.
Lady over here
in the game, James went off,
and
David and Ellie waited for him, which is when they were both swarmed by infected. You had to make your way through the abandoned factory as they closed in, and you made your final stand against some runners, clickers, and a bloater. In the game,
I know, right? That's what I haven't seen in the show lately. As of late, there has not been many zombies or clickers or whatever the fuck they're called.
The people that you'd met in cutscenes had ended up becoming your allies.
You know?
This was the case with Marlene, Henry and Sam, and of course Joel's brother Tommy. It sort of lured you into this false sense of security with them, and when listening to the Kind of Funny podcast a couple of weeks ago, they did bring up a point that stuck with me since then.
What point was that?
Might have even heard the David reveal a bit because we'd already experienced an evil leader figure. Though I don't know if that's fully the case, I do think having two characters like this in the show hurt the fact that David was someone you came across who was worse than the infected. You don't really trust him from the start, whereas in the game you kind of did. And I kind of feel it missed that gut punch a bit, but let me know below if it caught you up. This is a public service announcement. Manscaped have new beard products, and they're also going further with the Weed Whacker 2.0. Gentlemen, meet the Beard Hedger Pro Kit. It's the ultimate package.
I didn't realize I'm already late.
Easier to craft your signature look. It all starts with a cordless electric beard hedger. The beard hedger is tough on hairs, but smooth on your face, and it has a single stroke efficiency, so you get all those hairs with one clean stroke. The waterproof cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel that gives you 20 hair cutting lengths, all with one guard, so no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. The Pro Kit also comes with the dermatologist-tested formulations for your post-trim care. This includes Manscaped's beard shampoo and conditioner, beard oil, and beard balm to moisturize, style, and shimmer your new beard. Plus, the kit has 3 free gifts. It's got a beard brush, a comb, and also some scissors. With a nice beard,
this man doesn't even have a beard. What the fuck?
Wrong. I'll tell you why. You also have those dirty nose and ear hairs.
Who the hell sponsored this man? This man don't even have a beard, and he's over here selling beard products.
Skin-safe technology with a no-tugging guarantee. It's never been so painless to mind your manholes. Now that you have your face looking great, you must try the Manscaped.
Does he selling the package? How to trim your shit?
The Weed Whacker 2.0. Your significant other will be delighted that you've covered all bases and you know what I'm talking about. So head over to Manscaped.
Heavy spoilers from all.
Manscaped.com/heavy spoilers. At the checkout for 20% off and also free shipping. Cheers. Now back with Ellie, we see she nurses Joe. The surrounding
neck.
I've discovered it. We've been using time
Why
travel.
the hell was he using that clip?
Now, but like I said, I don't think that's the intention. And then he decides to mount up and go hunting.
Mount up.
Across a rabbit, like in the game, and I have to play this clip.
Alright, y'all, we done made it to the Wizard. So, probably continue this reaction during lunch. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. If this is the last one, comment, like, and subscribe if you like that. To the next one, fam.